Hello, hello, everyone. This is Kareem, your business strategy coach. I hope you're doing well today. I just wanted to do a quick post because I know tons of people have been asking me about what to do about your grant situation. And so, what we're going to do right now is just go over some information that you can do as it relates to what is happening with the government pause on grants. And so I wanted to share with you today some hope, right? Some hope and some strategies in reference to, especially if you're a business or your organization, around strategies that you probably want to think about and put in place as we are dealing with this government pause in reference to funding. All right. And so you all probably know what's happening. You see it in the news. And I really want to give you some tips today that will actually help you out. And truly, we all should have a plan. And so I'm just going to say that again. We all probably should have a plan, no matter what, for your business, for your organization, because it is important, as we all know, to have plans and backup plans. And as I was on a mastermind yesterday, looking at your SWOT analysis and looking at what might be some potential threats or issues that might hinder your business. All right. So I'm going to share very quickly some tips. Hopefully, I know some of the stuff that you probably thought about, but maybe you haven't, but I'm going to share it with you also. All right. And so let's just talk about what a business grant is, because some people have some, they might have some knowledge about it, they might not, but business grants are financial awards provided by an organization, provided by the government, provided by foundations, provided by many places that you can tap into for your business. And usually grants you don't have to pay back, like loans. Okay. And so the goal is that you get this funding and you use it for what they have told you to do, use it for their purposes, and it allows you to assist your business, grow your business. I've seen business grants where they actually have you help out your community. All right. And so I just wanted to give you an overview of business grants, and we'll also talk about some strategies here in reference to where certain things are. All right. And so, as everyone probably knows, that this is what has happened this week. Right. So, I'm going to just go over it very briefly and share it with you all. But, Monday, we started hearing rumblings about there might be a pause on certain programs. Um, that was coming out, and people, some people didn't know what to do, what to say, how to say it, what's going on. So, there was rumblings out there about that. Um, and then we had, you know, the trueness of the stuff that really happened, right? And so, the Tuesday came out, in the morning time, we were hearing a bunch of stuff happening, a bunch of rumblings. Hey, people, there's going to be a pause on funding. Tuesday midday, hey, listen, it happened, right? um and then we found out people were having difficulty actually accessing funding uh for their organizations, right? And then, throughout the day, groups and organizations started to say, hey, what's going on, man? Hey, this can't not happen. And then so later on that day, a judge put a stop to it, pause it to Monday, but there's still a pause, right? People don't know who's affected, who's not affected, what to do. I was in a government um, agency meeting yesterday, and the folks was telling me, "Hey, man, I don't know what's going to happen with the funding that you're looking to use for your business going forward." But you know what? I wanted to give people some information to kind of help folks out, right? So as we know, and some people know, business grants they're not all government, but there's a lot of government grants that are out there. Um, a lot of funding comes from the government, then it goes down to the state, to the county, and then local organizations, and they really help out a lot of businesses. And so, you have to fit the criteria for those grants. You have to do an application process. Every process is different, and you have to think about what's the funding opportunities. I was telling that to people the other day. You need to be thinking about what is the roadmap for your business, and then also how does a grant might fit into your roadmap for your business, because everyone might not be eligible for a business grant. And so you just want to think about, are you eligible? Some people receive the grant already. And so I'll give you some tips about if you have a grant, you don't know if it's paused, you don't know what's happening. I tell people timely submit an application, timely put in information, and that should be what you want to do, right? And so I'm just trying to help folks today because I know everybody's all over the place, right? About where we are, what we're doing, what's happening, but if you need some help, if you want to connect, put interested or grant in the comment section, and I'll definitely reach out to you and give you some direction. But when you're applying for grants, you need to have a timely application. You need documents, right? On top of if you receive the grant, you still would need to probably give the grantor documents, and you got to understand what is your competitive landscape. So I talk to people about that all the time, right? There's grants out there you can apply for, like FedEx, Amazon. Thousands of people are applying for that, but then there's other grants that a lot of people are not applying for. So here's some tip for you all success, right? Understand the grant criteria, develop a compelling proposal, establish some partnerships. Many times I tell people, can you partner with somebody? Can you show that you need these fundings because you want to grow and things like that? And so it is important, especially during this time. Like I tell people, don't lose your mind, but have a plan, right? And that's what they say. Hey, have a SWOT analysis, have a threats analysis for your organization, for your business, right? I can remember, in many entrepreneurial programs I used to teach, and I tell people, hey, you own a retail store. What happens if they close down the street, right? Or like me, I own a franchise retail store, and people have hit I drive through 3 times. What happens is if your drive through gets shut down? What are you gonna do? What happens if the lights go out because somebody ran into an electricity pole, which has happened at one of my locations? And so, you got to have a plan, or you got to be nimble to be able to um, change very, very quickly. And thank you for Shakina, Dr. Shakina, for listening. Shares with some people too, right? But there's things that you need to be thinking about, right? And so here's some places you can find business grants, find some opportunities. Government databases. You can look at business assistance programs, nonprofit grant providers, foundations, crowdfunding, and guess what? I should have put this one up here. Your library. People are forgetting about libraries are still impactful. Go to the resource desk, ask them where can you look up information, where's the databases, where might be the books that you could take a look at to access more information. All right. So this is what you all need to do, right? This is what everybody needs to do. Even if you don't have a grant, but you're looking for a grant, um, or you might want to help somebody else. Hey, what's up, Dustin? What's going on, man? Thanks for watching. This is what you need to do. Nonprofits, for profits, business owners, clients that I'm working with now, I always tell them you need to do this. One, you need to follow up with your local, state, and federal officials right now, right? You need to call them, introduce yourself. If you don't know them, you got their phone, get their phone number, go to their website, call them up, send them an email, introduce yourself, tell them who you are, tell them what's going on with you, let them know some of the things that you're doing with your business or doing with your nonprofit. If you have a current grant, contact your grant administrator. Right. I was in one of my grant administration offices yesterday talking to them. And they was telling me about the pause because I was just so busy yesterday morning, and we was having a conversation, and we were saying, what can we do? What might be some opportunities? And then if they're outside of the government arena, contact your grant funder no matter what, right? Reach out to them. They might have been impacted, um, or they might not have been impacted. So this is what you want to do. These are the key steps. It's all about relationships, y'all. It's all about relationships. All right. It's all about, connecting with people, asking people questions, trying to get the right answers for certain things, um, because things happen, right? But if you have a business and you know certain things and you can make things kind of make it better for yourself, make movement, right? And so this is what you need to do: follow up with your local state administrators, talk to them, have a conversation, contact your grant administrator, contact your grant funder, because they might have resources that you haven't thought about. All right. And so here's some information, here's some opportunities. If anybody has any more questions, you want to connect with me, you could DM me, you could, Google my name, you'll probably find information on stuff. But here was the opportunity that I just wanted to share with people. I know many people I've been talking to just don't know what to do. They're up in a frenzy, but you don't have to be in a frenzy. Just know that um, things will happen, but you need to take the next step and make things better, no matter what happens, right? And so, hopefully that helps. So, hey, access to business grants, during a pause, it can be challenging. It could be challenging, as people talking about websites wasn't working yesterday and you couldn't talk to people and listen, contact people, get on the phone, send them an email. That's what I was doing yesterday, even though I was in my grant administration office about something totally different, right? But they was the one to tell me about what might be happening as a pause. But you got to connect with people, develop relationships, ask people, hey, what's going on? What's happening? What are you hearing? What can I do to strengthen my organization? What can I do to strengthen my business? Um, and then just keep on thriving, man. Keep on thriving, keep on pushing, keep on asking questions, keep on getting help, right? Keep on making moves to help other people. Because truly, I look at it like this, right? When I look for business grants, I'm looking at how a business grant could help me to grow my business or impact my business, but also impact my community, impact my team, right? Especially when you're employing people, right? You're impacting people's lives. And so just don't think about you. Think about other people and the community that you serve. I know this was some good information. So all I'm gonna say to people, share this with somebody. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like. And I said before, if anybody needs any assistance or want to have a conversation, just let me know. And I thank you all for watching today. Peace and enjoy the rest of your day.